Anna pushed open the door, only to be horrified by what she saw. In just half an hour, the floodwaters had already risen past the third floor. According to news reports, this was the heaviest rainstorm in Korean history. With no other options, Anna strapped her autistic son Ja-in onto her back and headed toward a less crowded stairwell. By now, the outside world had become a vast ocean. Even more terrifying, the neighbors who had been fleeing downstairs moments ago were now floating on the surface, crying for help. Anna fought to suppress her fear and kept climbing upward until she finally reached a higher floor packed with survivors. But what she saw next left her paralyzed with shock. It felt as though Anna had plunged to the bottom of the sea. She desperately swam toward the surface, barely managing to catch her breath. Others weren't so lucky. That's when she spotted Ja-in, but he had already lost consciousness. The immense water pressure made it impossible to open the doors, and soon Anna blacked out as well. In that critical moment, a man forced the door open and swam inside. After some desperate first aid, Ja-in finally coughed up water. The man's name was Hee-jo. Because Anna was a senior scientist at the company, he had been sent to rescue her and her son. All they had to do now was climb to the rooftop, where an evacuation helicopter was already waiting. Hee-jo explained that 3 hours earlier, an asteroid had struck Antarctica. The glaciers melted instantly, and sea levels surged rapidly. Massive floods swept toward the northern hemisphere. Japan had already been completely submerged. Humanity would soon face extinction. Anna asked, puzzled, what was the point of escaping if that was the case?
그쪽이 새 인류를 만들어야 한답니다.
As it turned out, Anna and her supervisor had been working on developing synthetic humans, beings with physical abilities and intelligence identical to ordinary people who could even reproduce. The only missing piece was the emotional model that Anna had been developing. But before the three of them could even catch their breath, both sides of the hallway were blocked by flames, and the air grew increasingly scorching. Hee-jo had no choice but to take a dangerous risk, but it proved too difficult for Anna and her son. Then the unthinkable happened. Anna slipped and fell. When she came to, she quickly surfaced and scrambled upward in a panic. But just then, she heard Hee-jo's urgent voice.
빨리 와봐요.
Ja-in was lying on the ground, convulsing. The emergency medication had long been swept away by the flood. Watching her child suffer, Anna picked him up and prepared to search for medicine. Hee-jo kept urging her that the most important thing now was to board the helicopter and leave.
구한다 씨, 어차피 애는 오늘 아침 눈 뜬 상태로 되돌릴 수 있는 거잖아. 막말로 애 데이터 있으니까 다시 만들면 되잖아. 가야 된다니까.
애 죽어요.
It turned out that Ja-in was actually a synthetic human test subject they had created. After years of living together, the two had developed a genuine bond of mother and son.